Welcome back to Buzz TV. I'm Steve Strum. This morning we have Ricky Quintana from the 5 Points of Life with us. Good morning.
Hi, how are you, Steve?
I am good. We were talking a little offset. Tell us a little bit about your foundation.
Our foundation is the advocacy arm of the LifeSouth Community Blood Centers. We service the hospitals, Baptist, Wolfson Children's Hospital, Orange Park Medical, and Memorial here. And what we do is try to raise awareness of apheresis, blood donation, organ and tissue, and umbilical cord donation.
Okay, that's a mouthful.
Yes, it is.
So you guys are the folks that provide, I heard that right, blood?
Yes.
Umbilical cords?
Yep.
And many other things for the hospitals here in town.
That's correct.
So why do the hospitals not provide their own blood?
Well, a long time ago, they decided to go to providing it from foundations like ourselves, community blood banks like ourselves.
Okay.
And so what we've gone ahead and done is partnered with Baptist to provide that for them, for all their needs, for all their patients that use those hospitals.
Got it. So the hospital itself relies on your organization to provide what is, literally life-saving things for their patients.
Exactly.
Now, when I hear umbilical cord, I think kids.
Oh, right.
But what do they use those? How is that used? Because you hear a lot about people talking about umbilical cord and a lot of things with those different components of life. How does a hospital use that kind of stuff?
Well, being a former science teacher, I'm going to give you a little science lesson, try to be as brief as possible. But the stem cells, they're cells that can be used for therapeutic use, and you can use those, and we've used it to treat leukemia patients. So those can be made into whatever you want. So there's a lot of research going on with that, and it's been very successful. We've even had one of our patients who's benefited from that because they couldn't find a bone marrow match. They were able to get a umbilical cord match.
So you're a scientist?
Yes.
So maybe I'm gonna ask you a science question then. Okay, so
I'll do my best.
So somebody has a child, right, and they donate that part, of after the birth of their child, and then that goes and becomes things that can be used for not just other children, but things that be used for adults.
Yes.
And so when I'm hearing you, I'm sitting there going, oh wow, that's great, but it's not just the kids. Adults can benefit from this kind of stuff.
Certainly can.
And of course, we're headed into hurricane season. And although talking about having blood is sometimes maybe not very exciting, tell us a little bit about what you guys have to prepare for going into our weather season here in North Florida.
Well, I had to tell you, last year we did have the hurricane here, and you all were hit very hard. And so prior to that event, we knew it was going to hit. We weren't sure where, and we stocked up all the hospitals. Because
blood is important.
Right, exactly. And so we didn't know what was going to happen, and luckily we did it right.
Sure.
And we were able to stock up with enough blood in those hospitals so that they could be serviced, because some of the roads that we would use to transport the blood in there weren't open.
Sure.
And so the hospitals had it there. So they have their own stock, and we just make sure that they have everything that they need, anticipate circumstances like what happened last year.
So knowing that you guys have a relationship with the hospitals, use Baptist because they're right down the street,
right,
and other hospitals in the North Florida region, you guys provide those life-saving things for the hospitals. But then 5 Points of Life is an advocacy group for LifeSouth, if I have this correct.
Yeah, that's correct.
And most of the time when we have folks here, we talk about what you're doing for the community, which is very clear what you're doing. You're providing life-saving needs for the community. What can the community do for you? You guys have an event coming.
Yes, we have the 5 Points of Life Race Weekend in Gainesville, Florida. It's an opportunity for us to give back to the community. We have a large event. We draw about 3,000 to 4,000 people from all over Florida and 23 different states, and actually 3 countries last year.
Wow.
So it's an opportunity. We have people who are patients who have recovered. We have organ donors who are on the organ donor. So there's just a lot of opportunities for them. We even have patients who have had transplants participate. Last year we had a young lady who completed the marathon relay, partnered with a team, and ran, and she had had a heart transplant when she was very young.
That's amazing. If people want to connect with you, find out more, contribute, donate, sign up for the race, how do they connect with you?
5pointsoflife.org. Very simple. 5pointsoflife.org.
And I'm assuming you guys are on the Facebooks of the universe and social medias.
That's correct. That's correct.
Is it at Ricky Q?
No, it's at 5 Points of Life.
At 5. Well, that was been my second choice. I appreciate you joining us this morning. Thank you so much for sharing with us what a lot of people may not understand exactly how the problem. I mean, I didn't understand that until we talked about it this morning. So thank you very much for that and what you're doing for the community.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely. And let me know. Maybe I can embarrass myself trying to do a relay because I am just not that flexible anymore. But I'll try.
All right.
So thanks for joining us this morning.
All right.
Guys, thanks for joining us on Buzz TV. If you like us, share us, and remember, live with gratitude.